What will the league have in store for them when they get their look? SVP reality is coming. Okay, you know there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it, of course, and you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side where you know you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. Do you remember when Diana Taurasi doubted whether Caitlin Clark would make an impact in the WNBA? Well, those comments didn't just age badly, they completely crumbled under the weight of Clark's historic rookie season. Reality set in, and its name is Caitlin Clark. From the moment she stepped onto the court, Clark didn't just prove her doubters wrong, she redefined what a rookie season could look like. Not only did she secure the Rookie of the Year title, but she also earned a spot on the All-WNBA first team and set an astonishing 62 records in the process. And now the league's former MVPs can't help but take notice. In this video, we'll dive into how 10 past WNBA MVPs are acknowledging her greatness and giving her the respect she deserves. But wait, there's an unexpected 11th and 12th name on the list, and trust us, you won't believe
who it is and what they said.
Let's talk about the numbers. Clark didn't just make history, she completely rewrote it. Most assists in a single season, check. Most in a single game, also check. 3-point record, smashed the highest number of all star votes in league history. You already know the answer. And she's only getting started. Can you imagine what year 2 is going to look like? She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans. Certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play. So what exactly is making these former MVPs speak up now? And for some of them, what's making them backtrack on their earlier takes? Let's break it all down. First up, we have Breanna Stewart, a 3-time WNBA champion and 2-time league MVP. She wasted no time in giving Caitlin Clark her well-earned recognition after just a month in the league, having dominated the WNBA herself. Stewart understands what it takes to stand out at the highest level, and she didn't hesitate to acknowledge Clark's immediate influence. Caitlin is a great player, and I think the way that she's kind of came into this league, she's continuing to hold her own and show everyone what she can do. Stewart, who has been in the limelight for years, spoke candidly about the rookie's incredible impact, not just on the Indiana Fever, but on the league as a whole. She recognized that Clark wasn't just living up to expectations, she was rewriting the script for what a first-year player could accomplish. With record-breaking performances, a massive fan following, and undeniable talent, Clark was proving she belonged among the game's elite, and Stewart was among the first to acknowledge it. Aside from the numbers, the viewership, the attendance, the way that she plays the game, you know she's ultra-competitive. Her ability to really stretch the floor and find her teammates. Hearing praise from a player of Stewart's caliber speaks volumes. This wasn't just casual appreciation. This was a multi-time champion recognizing that something special was unfolding. Clark had not only arrived in the WNBA, but she was already elevating the conversation around the league. She has these games where it's like you have to guard her wherever she is. Next, we have Candace Parker, a 2-time WNBA MVP and multiple-time league champion. She didn't hold back on Clark and the star power she has brought into women's basketball, and it takes time for people to want to be a part of it and to see it. I think it does take star power, and we're seeing how the value of that in the Caitlin Clarks. As a decorated basketball analyst for TNT, Parker uses her platform to highlight how Caitlin has changed the game, not just for women's basketball, but for basketball, period. I think that's what she's done for the game, you know, in general. I don't say women's basketball, I say the game of basketball, period. You want to see a show, and I think that that's the biggest thing you always talk about, Steph. Being a showman, I mean, this is a showman right here. Yes, you're able to have sellout crowds to come and see you play. You have student sections that hate you, that want you to lose. That's what sports is, and that's what competition is, and Caitlin's brought all of that, and some. Clark's game has seriously impressed Parker as she highlights the different aspects of what makes Caitlin's game amazing, and even makes the point that Clark needs to be guarded the moment she enters the gym. Listen, you talk about players that change the game when they're on the court, whether they're touching the ball or not, you have to guard her when she steps into the gym, and so I don't think we've seen anything like that in women's basketball. I've played against a number of great shooters. Yes, somebody that when they walk in the gym, you have to guard them. And I think the way the game is played has allowed her to showcase that skill to be able to take that shot's being a good shot. It speaks to where basketball is right now. Here's the second leading scorer of all time in 2012 League MVP Tina Charles talking about the Caitlin Clark effect and her impact to the league. Yeah, I mean the energy that we're getting. The reception, the eyes that we're getting on us, it's amazing. And it's just because of that new generation that's coming in. As a well-respected veteran, multiple All-Star, and member of the WNBA Top 25 anniversary, Team Charles has seen players come and go talk about praise from one of the most respected players in the league when she says she's lucky to witness and play against Clark, a generational talent. Obviously, we know who Caitlin Clark is and what she's been able her impact in this league, and especially this year. So, however we can get it, I'll take it for me personally. So, just thankful that I'm able to be a part of it and still be here to see now. Let's get to something that might warm your heart. Caitlin Clark's childhood basketball hero is Minnesota Lynx legend Maya Moore, who was League MVP in 2014. Here's more talking about how she actually met Clark when she was younger. It's just really, really cool to think about one of those little girls who became Caitlin Clark. So, I think it just goes to show you when you just do your best to be in the moment and treat people with kindness and just be present when you can, it really makes a big difference. And looking at the type of person and leader that she can be with people, the connection between the two has been solid over the years. Here's more surprising Clark before her last regular season game at Iowa. The reactions on their faces are priceless. I still feel like I was this tall and freaking out and I ran across the court. Gave you a hug. I know now I'm like taller than you. Oh my God, you can clearly see the joy on Clark's face. Seeing more and a testament to more recognizing the level of impact Clark is having on the sport. Talk about a full circle moment. Clark has openly said the reason why she takes the time to be with her fans, especially young girls and boys, is exactly because of Moore's impact on her. All I ever wanted to do was meet her. I didn't have a phone. My dad didn't have his phone. So I just ran over. I was like, can you sign my shirt? Sign my shirt, gave her a hug, ran away. It's like the most vivid memory I have of like women's basketball growing up. And like, honestly, like I still tell everybody that story because it meant so much to me. It's like so cool. Enter Nneka Ogwumike, the 2016 WNBA MVP and perennial All-Star. Here's Nneka showing Caitlin love after their All-Star game win. I thought that they were professional, like, as you know, as anyone at this level would be, I'm always impressed by the two of them. I think it was also really fun to see them playing together tonight. They had some synergy and the maturity that they have going in, not even just being here at All-Star. Clearly a fan. Nneka states that you can't deny her impact. Remember Clark's number one hater Cheryl Swoops? Well, here is her teammate and the first ever WNBA MVP Cynthia Cooper is shutting down the hate and showing some love. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, but she's so crafty. This is what people don't know about Caitlin. She's not just a three-point shooter. She's a great passer, not a mediocre passer, not SOSO. She is a great passer, but also she's crafty. I saw her get the ball, lay it up on the back door cut. Like they wait for her to pop out to the three-point line. Boom. She slips back door, gets that bucket. Like she is crafty and she's just a rookie. That level of greatness, that level of play on a consistent basis as a rookie puts you up in the upper echelon of any league, definitely. The W, she even got to a point where putting Caitlin Clark on Team USA is great for America. And great for basketball. Talk about the ultimate flowers. I would have put Caitlin Clark on Team USA, absolutely. Any USA basketball experience for someone as young as Caitlin Clark is going to benefit America for years and years and years and years. So yeah, I would put her absolutely on Team USA. And the biggest praise comes when she said this: I wish Caitlin Clark had that experience this year, because she's our future. Indiana Fever legend, WNBA champion, and MVP in 2011 Tamika Catchings recently showed her love for Clark and discusses her impact on the entire sport. For someone that has seen the Fever through thick and thin, and the Fever fan base, hearing this from Catchings is some serious praise. I just want to ask to start off Caitlin Clark right now, Indiana Fever. What is she doing for the WNBA? How much do you love it? Obviously, Caitlin Clark, in fact. Being able to come in, but what I think is what she brings, yeah. Coming from the college run, there's a lot of great rookies that have come and she's definitely spearheading it all. Next up is 2021 League MVP and WNBA champion Jonquel Jones defending Caitlin Clark from all her bullies. You have to be careful when you say like the Fever fans, because I don't think it's the Fever fans. I think it's the people that wanted Caitlin Clark to be a certain type of way, and they thought that she was. And so they became Caitlin Clark fans, assuming that, and then they realized like, oh no, she's actually not racist. JJ stepping in to defend Caitlin Clark wasn't just unexpected, it was a moment that flipped the entire script and clapped back on all her bullies. They wanted to latch on to Caitlin Clark and then use her as like, I guess, like this fuel to be able to be the way that they wanted to be. They want her to be the representation of their racism and you know, like their view on the world. And she's not like that. Jones's defense of a Clark was significant because it cut through the noise. It wasn't just a statement of support, it was a reminder that while the league is growing, it needs to guard against harmful generalizations and celebrate this once-in-a-generation talent. Speaking of MVPs, remember when three-time MVP Lisa Leslie said that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese should be co-Rookie of the Years, and she's actually said that they both deserve to win Rookie of the Year. Well, that comment clearly didn't age. Well, she's now on Team Clark, shutting down all the haters after Clark's historic night. I guess she adjusted well to the WNBA after all. At 10 we go full circle. Diana Taurasi herself, the 2009 League MVP and the most prolific scorer in WNBA history. As the season progressed, reality came for Diana. Here's her hugging Caitlin during one of their last games together and her last press conference. All flowers for Caitlin, maybe, because she got swept in all 4 games she went up against Clark, including the All-Star game. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. You know what Caitlin's been able to do in her short career so far has just been nothing short of remarkable. And you know the one thing that I really love about her, she loves the game. You can tell she's put the work in, and even throughout her short WNBA career, it's been a lot of pressure, a lot of things thrown at her. And she keeps showing up and keeps getting better every single game. So her future is super bright, and being a veteran and being this league for a long time, it's pretty cool to see that. And going into the future. At a surprise number 11, we have former All-Star Game MVP and mentor to Clark, Erica Wheeler. Known for her candid reflections, Wheeler described the Fever's locker room as far from toxic. She shared how Caitlin Clark's humor often lightened tense moments, transforming pressure into opportunities for laughter and bonding. All we do is have fun with Caitlin Clark, who never takes anything serious. Like I tell people all the time, she's really a kid at heart. Finally, we have the reigning MVP herself, A'ja Wilson, who just couldn't help but still deny Clark's greatness. Where would you rank her amongst all-time college players in your opinion? Ooh, that's tough. Because you got to win one. I feel like that college is one of those spaces where you got to win one for them to even have your name in the conversation, and it took me 3 years to win mine. So it's hard, and there you have it, 11 former MVPs stepping up to give Caitlin Clark the recognition she deserves. And one current MVP that just couldn't accept reality. What she's accomplished in just her first season is nothing short of historic, but the best part, she's only getting started. Clark isn't just chasing stats. She's chasing championships. Every record she breaks, every milestone she reaches is just a stepping stone toward her ultimate goal, bringing titles to Indiana. But beyond the numbers, beyond the accolades, her true impact is something much bigger. She's inspiring the next generation, proving that the impossible isn't just possible, it's happening in real time. This isn't just another great season. This is the dawn of a new era in women's basketball. Caitlin Clark is leading the charge, pushing the game forward and rewriting the WNBA's future with every step she takes. We're witnessing history unfold before our eyes. And the most exciting part, it's only the beginning. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and subscribe my channel.